Today I've been looking into David the Silent Assassin Onama. I remember seeing a couple of his fights. I was just watching his last fight. I'll talk about that in a minute. It's pretty cool that they're working so hard to go around the world and pull all the best fighters they can. He's from Uganda. That's something you won't see very often. Not a lot of Ugandan fighters, but that's awesome. That's so cool because you think about what is there, like 204 countries in the world, something like that. I think they have. I can't remember what the number was. I think it was like 145 countries they have fighters from, something like that, which is really cool. But anyway, um, the stats, they're killing me. 5'11", 159. He's a featherweight. You're like, wait, what? Then you take a look at other stats like here, and it says he's 5'9". Featherweight, 145, that's what it's supposed to be. It's like, oh, it's so hard to keep up with this stuff they're doing. He's either 5'9" or he's 5'11". I'm pretty sure he's 5'11". That's what they had him build on his last fight when he was announced in the ring. Or, well, when they were talking about him when he was in the ring. So I believe he's 5'11", but you think about that. And Jonathan Pierce, 6 foot. Man, that's tall for a featherweight. 145 pounds. Can you imagine? And you're 6 foot. They got him at 155. Maybe he went down a weight class, and that's his old weight for lightweight. I have no idea. I don't know what's up with his walk around weight. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on with the UFC stats. They make my head spin pretty much every day. 7 wins by knockout, 4 by submission, 6 first round finishes. Now that's something I like to see. If you take a look down here, there's the 7 wins by TKO, KO, 4 submissions, no decisions. It always makes me happy when I see no decisions. He's got, excuse me. He has 5 fights in the UFC, 3 wins, 2 losses, but he's been fighting pretty decent guys. I was just watching Gabriel Santos, that fight. Man, Santos got some really good submissions. He's good pretty much all over, but man, does he have some good submissions. And man, Onama was pulling out of them. He was getting out of every one of them, and they were tough. He had them pretty good a couple times. He just kept pulling out. He wasn't afraid to be on the ground with Santos, and Santos really good. And it was a good fight. It was a really good fight. If you got a couple minutes, go watch that fight. There was really some good stuff in there. He had some good knees going on. He wound up knocking him out with an uppercut. He had some real good stuff with the hands. Just everything was good. There was some weird moments where Onama would seem like he had opportunities he didn't take. So I'm guessing some of it is he just needs a little more time. But there was some pretty high level stuff that I was like, wow, nice. So he's 11-2, but he also has 10 amateur wins, which I'm finding over time as I look into more guys. It is almost always a good idea to have a bunch of amateur fights. It really helps bring up your fight IQ, and you can see it in guys. Even if they're not great people they're fighting, just getting those rounds in definitely helps out. But I'm looking forward to this. I want to see, maybe it's a fluke with Santos, but I don't think so. He had some real good stuff in that fight. I was pretty impressed, and it doesn't surprise me that Nate Landwehr would have beat him. I don't know Mason Jones. He was 10-1, so a little bit more experience, and it was a decision loss too anyway. But just looking forward to this. Can't wait. This Saturday is going to be fun.